on live.
Yeah.
Sunday podcast, along with Rob and Peter, producing Joe in the back. I'm Anthony.
Guys. Yeah.
That was a clip from the, as you can see, well, actually you can't see it now, from the walk-off. It was from the NCT tournament in Texas in 2006, a NIF walk-off. Who hit that ball?
That would be Neef.
Wow, Neef. Not looking red, not looking dry.
And that was nasty.
Yeah, that was really
good. An omen to him and all former Whifflers, current Whifflers, everyone who's interested watching today or may watch later. Happy to have you. Ready to start a new decade here at Golden Stick and, you know, Whiffle in general. And we got a lot to talk about today, so let's rock.
I agree. We're going to, just a quick little agenda, we're going to release our 2020 Open Day, our national championship. We already have announced our Open Day for the season, which is in April 28th. Right? 6th, right. 6th. Actually, I got the other
April
dates.
26th, Sunday.
So we got a lot to talk about. We're talking about some rosters. We're going to talk about some new free agents that are available. We'll talk about maybe some new possible changes to some rules. Maybe we're going to talk about, we're going to release a winter event we're going to be attending. Okay, great. Little adjustments here. We're going to be going to a winter event February 29th up in Carmel, New York. We're going to talk about some details surrounding that. And then maybe we'll give everyone our picks for the NFC and AFC championship games.
Yeah.
If people care about that, maybe.
No one does.
Nobody does, but it's fine.
Okay.
All right. Good. So first up, I think we want to talk about the winter event. You guys have been really clamoring for some action since goal ended. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Mid-Atlantic Wiffle. They have an event coming up on the 21st, 22nd of February down in Pennsylvania somewhere, way out there, Palmyra over near Hershey, I believe. So a lot of fast pitch guys will be out there. I heard that's going to be a great event. Some of our guys will be down there as well.
I'll be there. So.
Oh, Peter will be there.
22nd,
so,
February 22nd.
But thanks to Anthony Pace, Bumpy, the Bronx Royals guys, they were able to secure the Carmel Sports Dome, which we played at a few times formerly with him when he ran some events. So we're kind of working together here. He was able to secure the space and working the relationship. So we're happy to get that going. And it's going to be February 29th on Leap Day. Mm-hmm. So maybe we can make this a quadrennial affair, if you would. And I don't know, Anthony, we were discussing whether we were going to make this an open tournament or draft style. In the spirit of goal, in the spirit of team building for the coming season, we've decided on a draft style. Mm-hmm. But if this goes well and we fill this up, I think we're looking to do a second one as an open event before the season starts with guys playing with their yard teams. So, what are your thoughts?
I was going to say, I think it's a great idea because I know that we usually feel like we play a lot more during the winter, and we've already had maybe one or two winter events under our belts this year. But since we haven't, I think doing the draft style is a good way to just get guys back into it. It's our first event of 2020, and really just kind of like, let's just have some fun. Remember, it's goal inspired. Like, well, we don't know some people don't know who they're playing with next year, and some people, even if they do, maybe you never know. So it's a good way to kind of just like, hey, let's go play some whiffs.
Peter, your thoughts? I mean, you're a high intensity guy. You like to be, competitive. You play in the fast pitch circuits where it's high in competition, open format, and team building. Are you all right? As a pretty good player, as a guy who likes to play with who you want to play with, are you all right with possibly being drafted?
I love the draft idea. I think it's awesome. We did it last year. Worked out great. I've been the number one guy clamoring for these new winter events. So.
All right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, guys want action. It's winter time. There's nothing going on.
I mean, it's a little up there, upstate, Carmel. It's it's an hour and change.
Well, I think hopefully, guys like Jimmy Cole, guys who were playing upstate, maybe Western Mass, Connecticut, Jersey, Pennsylvania. Like, we're looking for anyone. It's really a 40-guy limit. So if there's a lot of interest from Long Island and those guys, it could fill up very quickly. So if you are someone who's normally not playing with us and are interested as an individual player, let us know sooner than later because it is going to fill up and only up to 40 players.
Rob, why don't you also tell them a little caveat we want to do with the winter event as well this year?
Yeah, so thanks to Kevin Babler, Babs Big Flies, he's looking to sponsor this event if we can get the traction for it. So he's willing to sponsor the event by giving us 8 bats for the event, and each of the owners will be required to pitch in to cover those bats, but they'll be leaving home with a bat. So normally he sells those bats for $125 with shipping. We're going to get them at a reduced price for all the owners that step up to join in, and we'll be able to make this a wood bat only tournament, which would be the first of its kind. And we'd really like to support him and go that route.
I don't want to interrupt. I just want to make sure everyone knows that I just got a text for our first ever commitment. Already a commitment to be a captain for this event.
Wow.
And take a wild guess on who you think it is.
JD.
Of course it's JD.
Of course it is.
Obviously.
Didn't even announce the caveat yet, so he's in for 125.
It's been 35
That's right.
seconds.
So just to review what Rob was saying, if you're essentially volunteer to be a captain, your fee for the event is going to be $125. It's going to cover your fee for the event, and you're going to get the bat. And you get to keep the bat at the end. So I think that's a really cool incentive.
Yeah, really cool deal.
Especially if you don't have the bat, you really want the bat, you want to try it out, you're getting it at a reduced cost. And you get,
and it's one of the first tournaments that we could really say is a pretty strict level playing field. We're doing a draft, and everyone has the same type of bat. We're playing indoors. I think that people who had anything negative to say about the wood bat was more about how far maybe it went compared to a moonshot. I mean, moonshot. Listen, there's a reason it's $200, but the wood bat is by no means not an effective tool in this league, especially in an indoor format where distance isn't what we're looking for, and the elements are not in working against you.
I used to be a big, I don't know how to say this. I was very against the wood bat at first because I thought the way we were hitting in your backyard at that time, and I was like, wow, this ball is flying. But then if you're playing in a real game, it's no better or worse.
Similar as far as how far
Yeah,
the balls travel.
and Bumpy had one. I had one. We had us, Bumpy, myself, and Jerry Cecchio all had ones pretty early. Since then, Nick Arneri and a few others got ones that were each step Kevin has taken. He's listened to our advice. Anyone who's bought a bat from him so far, and he's improved every time. So that's why I want to get involved in an event. If we can get 8 owners to step up, willing to pay $125, it'll allow us to pay the deposit for the event and allow us to pay the bats. And you guys are all leaving home with a really nice bat. And if we have that by early February, he'll be able to customize it in any color you want, and we'll go from there. So it's really awesome thing. I'm happy to have him on board, and I look forward to doing that for this event.
I agree. I think I'm going to be an owner, to be honest. I would love the bat. I don't have one. I would like to just have one, so maybe I'll put my...
Yeah, I was thinking about it before, so now I'm going to have to do it after that pitch.
I have one myself. It's a nice piece to have. I mean, we're all good addicts, right?
Yeah, they're really nice product.
It doesn't hurt to have another tool in your toolbox.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even if you use it for whatever, it's a nice piece of craftsmanship, and
absolutely,
it's a good deal to support, definitely.
So for everyone else, individual players are going to be $50 a player to come play. So we're going to be 32 individuals paying $50, and 8 guys willing to pay the $125 who will leave there with a bat. And we'll go from there. We'll be able to pay out what we can, and we'll have a nice night of whiffs.
And this is all based off like a 30, essentially 40 guys, right? What are you saying?
Right,
like
40 total players,
owner,
8 teams
and
of
then
5.
yeah. So if we get more teams, obviously that would be great. But
well, there's only 4 fields available, and we're dealing
true.
with the time. So ideally, we want it to be locked out at 8 teams.
Always got agendas.
Saying 2020 agenda podcast.
First come, first serve over here.
But that's what we want. We want guys banging down the door to come play. So hopefully that's the case, and we got to find a bigger space next time. Indoor is difficult for the pricing, the time limits, all that.
Yeah,
it will require an 8 o'clock arrival for starting by 8:39. We have the space starting at 8 o'clock. We need to set up fields quick. So I think if it's the place with the bar next door, we'll set it up even earlier. We could do the draft there earlier.
I think that was
last year.
That was the one in Jersey, I think.
Yeah.
We'll
figure that out. We'll probably do a
yeah.
podcast for the draft a couple days before.
That would be
if we
great.
have that. That would be ideal.
fun.
So
Maybe that morning.
Keep an eye out. We'll post some teasers as we go.
Okay. Any other comments about winter events?
Can't wait for him.
Yeah, they're fun. They're
good
fun.
luck
They're
to-
different. They're different.
Yeah.
Gets
And
you right
it
back
makes
into
them-
the swing of things.
Yeah.
It's a different, teaches you to line the ball. It's like hitting in the cage almost. You want to hit those line drives, get your swing ready.
Get you ready for the season.
Yeah, but who's hitting the? Are you hitting line drives, Peter?
I'm trying,
Wow.
failing.
Yeah, you didn't do it. You didn't do that this year. I need to get back into the cage. I really need to swing the bat. I finished the year very poorly. So,
You gotta get
hopefully
working.
we'll
That's
do a
why
better
we're
We're
running.
gonna work on our game.
So, all right, let's move
All
on.
right, we're moving on. That's it. We're a rapid fire podcast today. We're just going to get information out there. We're just going to talk. We're going to say some
So
stuff.
the question I get from everyone is, when's the open?
When is the Open, Peter? It's written down. Do you want to announce it yourself? You want to be the first guy to announce the 2020 Open date?
The open date is going to be August 29th and August 30th of 2020.
Wow.
And where will it occur?
I believe the location was actually to be determined. Actually,
Falls.
Oh,
Television
Falls.
Maholi, again at Patton Pack
I know.
in Massachusetts, which was a great venue as
I was
always.
trying, guys. I was trying to make it a little suspenseful. I
Nice try.
apologize.
We had a great success there last year. We'll do it again this year. Pending pending any unforeseen circumstances, but it's a great place to play, and
No doubt. And
it's the roots of this league, and it is what it is. I'm fine with
I
that.
agree. And I don't know how Peter feels about this, but I know a lot of guys in New York were frustrated last year that they had to go to, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, I'm just trying to just provide some commentary. Guys were just frustrated that they felt like, New York is such a growing region, and we have all these big events. Why are we all traveling to Boston for our most important event? But I think what you said is the facts. This is where the league started. It started up in the North Boston area, and you know what? It's nice to travel for an event. It kind of it makes it feel like you're going to like a big national tournament when you yourself have to travel to it. Right? If we really had a national, like what they have in Texas, right? If they have that right in Long Island, does it really have the same?
It doesn't. Even
feeling
with,
to it, unless
even
you're
for me
traveling to the
personally,
event?
we're all from Long Island. We're not far from Staten Island, where we ran it for 7-8 years.
Right.
It didn't even have its feel. Even if we got a hotel room still an hour from home, I'm really still in my same neck of the woods. Didn't have that same feel. Boston does have a different feel. You can get an Airbnb, a hotel. You can go into Boston. You can make a weekend out of it.
They got that casino. We could probably go to.
That was awful. Do not go there.
You went?
Yeah, the one in Boston. It was the Aria.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Encore.
Encore.
They opened
Oh, I
the
know you
Encore.
guys actually
It was
went.
like $50 tables, almost like $300. It was
Okay.
that.
Well,
Come on!
we don't do that.
Give me
That's
the
not
dice,
correct.
Jordan.
That's gonna be the next dangerous Gold Stick event, Gold Stick Casino outing, and we just get 100 people to go to.
Well,
the
we did
casino
have
and
one
just
recently
wander
in
around.
Atlantic City. Did involve a few, and
Yeah, that's
there was vast success by yours truly and others. You got to get out there. You got to put yourself out there. You got to grab the dice. Got to grab the cards. You got to have fun. That's why we're degenerates playing wiffle ball, doing a podcast on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's
Before-
go Sunday.
Yeah, I agree. This is the definition of Let's Go
Let's go
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, by the way, JD said he would pay cash for the indoor event.
Fabulous. Cash is king, as everyone knows.
So again, August 29th, August 30th. Mark your calendars right now. No excuses. I don't want to hear. We don't know when it is. August 29th, August 30th this year.
The faster
Patton
we
Park.
start getting commitments for both the season, the winter events, the faster we could do more of these types of things to make the season even better.
I agree.
So I guess we'll bring it back locally, and we're talking events and fields, and let's talk about where we play in New York. And Eisenhower Park has been our host for six years or so now.
We've been played in multiple spots there. It's been nice. It's convenient for us. It's convenient for a lot of people. It's a centralized location, and there's no wind as much. Wind isn't as bad because we're not down by the water. So it's really provided a lot of help for us, considering we got kicked off a few fields a bunch of years ago.
Yeah, so
really the future of our region was in doubt. We didn't have a place to play, which is crazy.
Considering where we are on Long Island, for those who are from far away, it's a terrible place to live and do business for the sake of, you pretty much get priced out of everything. So we've been lucky to have a nice relationship with the people who own the parks, and they've been gracious enough to give us another new space this season, which might be one of our best spaces ever. And it's actually in the same park. It's across from the old E field, as the locals know it, which was the old driving range.
Right by the golf course.
Which was torn up last year due to the Long Island Marathon. What is what it is. Mother Nature can't control it. So this space, I think, will be able to accommodate our entire region and allow for a lot of growth. So if this is going to be our home, I hope that obviously Anthony and myself do what we can to grow this region and the league in general. But us gaining this space is going to allow us to really open our eyes and bring in some new stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to looking at it. I haven't actually physically been there yet. Have you been there yet?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Because I only looked at
It's
that.
a nice
that
piece.
GIS
It's a
section.
really nice piece of.
Yeah,
open
it
ground.
looks open. It looks like there's a lot of
Across
grass.
from the old.
It's across the road, Park Boulevard. It's basically in front of the Carlton,
Okay.
but across the road.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
like
this huge crescent-shaped space, and
Okay.
it's just all grass. It's maybe some trees on the perimeter.
So instead of pulling into that little driveway and for all day, you just keep going down and like the next opening to the left.
On the left, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a
Yeah,
lot-
I remember.
It's not like
seeing
right
that.
away.
It's a
Ton
Yeah.
of parking
big
there.
land,
It's
yeah.
the entrance to where the memorial is.
It's a
If you're
big
familiar
space,
with
yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's a big space.
So and that should hopefully do wonders for us when it comes to promotion. We'll see how we get a little more foot traffic.
Yep.
You know, Old E doesn't have a lot of foot traffic really. So
So
Newey,
that's smack
Knew we
dab,
did, but
a
it was
little
still kind of
Still
because
in
we
the
were
corner,
set
yeah,
behind.
still in
Yeah,
the
we were
corner
set
a little bit.
behind.
now too bad.
It's right in the middle, right there. You make that.
Yeah, you gotta
smack
say-
dab in the
back to
middle.
our-
Unfortunately, people are going to hear a lot about us. Literally going to hear about us.
Yeah. I mean, our
a lot
roots,
of screaming.
cursing. You know.
Yeah.
our roots were in 2009, 2010 was in Cedar Creek Park, right near the Jones Beach bike trail.
Right.
So we just had people running, walking, skateboarding, people, families, the whole deal. So we had a lot of
Very
exposure
busy
back
park,
in the
very
day.
busy park.
In a really awful piece of grass,
Yeah,
or
hopefully
piece of
there's no-
dirt. If you
hopefully
remember,
can say it was
glass
if you
bottles on
remember,
the
yeah, it
field,
was just an
so.
awful space. But so
It was like hard beach. That's what it was.
you can imagine how we feel once we were told we could use a piece of grass. So we're excited. Either way, we have options now. So we're in the process of finalizing our complete schedule. We're good with it. We're trying to make it where guys in other leagues, other formats are able to play in every event possible with enough overlap, not too much overlap to where no one's going to be burnt out this season. I think everyone who runs the league agrees that they want others to be able to play whatever they want. They also want them to be able to play at a high level.
Right, as Peter could probably attest to, a lot of guys are playing in multiple leagues, so we really wanted to make sure we took other leagues like Mid-Atlantic into consideration and the new East Coast Whiffs from Windows Palisades into consideration to make sure we're all like not trying to overlap as much, make sure we have guys who can play Saturday, can play Sunday, and just really just have the most available whiffs possible.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I would like to play in an MAW tournament. Those guys are doing a really good job. I'm just really bad, so no one wants to play with me. So
Well,
sure that it goes down
Stuff
to
on your arm isn't what it used to be. You watch these young kids throwing 100 miles an hour. It's
yeah,
like,
that's
you know,
but the 2 strikes, I feel like I may be good with that. I feel like I can get 2 strikes. The 3rd strike, I don't know.
It's there. It's a lot. That format allows some lower end players to at least or ex high end players to keep their career going. Ex mediocre players
Yes.
right here
Guys who
might be able to still get a few
guys.
guys out. So I mean, hey, that's what it's here for. That's what Yard's for as well. We want to get guys who no matter what, there's a learning curve if you're off the street. But whether it's fast pitch or Yard, I mean, we're here to promote it all. And I also want to give a shout out to Rob Sutton up in Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
Formerly of East Coast Whiffs, now working with Golden Stick to bring back a pro fast pitch format in that neck of the woods. Hopefully down the road there'll be something with our involvement as well. With so much around this neck of the woods in terms of the metropolitan area, it's been tough to kind of do something completely separate. So we're in full support of Rob because he wants something consistent that allows players to get back into fast pitch in that area so that the whole eastern northeast area really has a lot of wiffle ball going on. And guys who live up there, it's kind of almost segregated at this point because it is kind of a big hike to get down to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Long Island. But Connecticut, upstate New York, Albany, like those are all fair games. So MAW I know is coming down over to Albany this year, so maybe there could be some cross promotion there and get
They're
some
coming
guys
to Long
involved.
Island as well.
They are coming to Long Island as well. We're glad to see them. Wanted to kind of tap into some of our guys, but that's with our blessing. We really want to see that, knowing that a lot of our players that play on Long Island are also going to York, Pennsylvania the day before, so to allow them a week where they get in a rest where they don't have to travel several hours. And the cooks are fantastic, pushing that,
they're great
and allow
guys.
this cross promotion, and we're just really excited for anything we could do.
May 9th, the date for that Long Island event is May 9th for those of you who want to mark your calendars.
Saturday, May 9th, we'll be on Long Island. Hopefully it'll be at this new spot at E. That's what we're looking
that's
for.
actually
It has a
so
ton
sick.
of, ton of
It's gonna be
space.
there.
the
And,
following weekend of opening day of Yard, there will be an MAW event. 2 weeks
Correct.
after.
yeah,
That is correct.
2 weeks after. All right, so that takes us down for all the scheduling thing. The Massachusetts Yard and fast pitch schedule is pretty much settled on. They're not ready to release it officially. We probably could tease an opening day. I think we'll leave that for them for right now. But know that's up and running, and they're going to do what they can to rebuild Massachusetts as well. And they're we're here to support them just like they did for years and years. So I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
I agree.
100%.
I agree. Looking forward to it this year. There's gonna be a lot of whiffs around, a lot of days where there's gonna be wiffle ball being played competitively, and really it's gonna be up to you. You can't really sit here and say there's not a available option. Pick one. You can't say, well, there's no whiffs anymore. Like, you got plenty of options. You want to go play whiffs? Go play whiffs.
It's the biggest you guys have made it this big, and the biggest since you guys have started, you'd say, right? Since
we've grown every year since 2006. This league has grown every year, whether it's by a team, whether it's by a player. There's been some increase every year. Yeah. So at this point,
that's you guys,
no, it's from every day.
And the Cokes and everybody together.
We want to pat ourselves on the back. We want to pat ourselves on the back in terms of now we're starting to gain all these other partnerships, like with Babs, like with
everybody.
Adam Milstead does an amazing job at wiffleballtournaments.com, and we're going to get him our schedule and any other dates. And if you are a wiffler that's nowhere near the Long Island area and can't play with us, but can go play somewhere else anywhere in the United States, check out his website.
Yeah, literally. The website's amazing. wiffleballtournaments.com. You click on the state, you click on an area, it gives you all the leagues that are playing in that area. It brings you to that website. It's pretty straightforward.
Allows you to register. If there's a link to register to a charity tournament, there's a lot of that.
The announcements of the upcoming events for the week are right there on the homepage.
Yeah, there's another tournament in Farmingdale, I believe, early February as well. So.
Yeah,
so it's just great that this is this much football going
just
on.
A random guys.
Even us as directors, we don't know what all the tournaments are going around, and it's important when we're trying to make our schedule because I want people to be able to go to the NWLA tournament if that's what they want to do. I don't want them to have to make a choice to not make this big weekend out of it because they feel that they have to come here. So we allow that in the roster flexibility. We allow that in some of the commitments to the events so that everyone can kind of do everything. But with these partnerships, especially, on Long Island, Anthony and myself, over the last year have been able to, have people reach out to us wanting to help them, run wiffle ball related events for them. And do you want to talk about the surf camp that we were working with, which maybe some people saw on Instagram and Facebook? We were working with Scoot and Surf out of Long Beach, which you're from there. I've worked with them, and I actually reached out to them last week, and they are interested again in 2020. So you want to refresh?
Sure.
people?
I mean, that was a lot of fun. We got partnered up with them, and they were looking to essentially fill some time during their camp. The kids pretty much, they go there, they surf. Obviously, it's a surf camp, but they can't be surfing all day. They want, they have some lunch, and they have other like beach activities. And Cliff was nice enough to allow us to. Play some wiffle ball with all these kids, pretty much. A lot of kids anywhere from pretty much age 6 to 14, I would say. I mean, it was a huge age group. We had 2 groups coming in. The first time we would do a little mechanics, do a little hitting, do a little pitching. And then the second time we would get them, we would pretty much play like these modified games. And, thanks to Wiffle, they gave us a bunch of yellow bats. They gave us some short yellow bats for the shorter kids, and then the normal size yellow bats, a bunch of balls, and it was a lot of fun. It was beautiful. We're on the beach, 10:30 in the morning. I mean, best time of the day to be on the beach.
How big were some of those groups?
We had probably...
We had 2, would be 2 age groups. We get them in 30-minute shifts or 25-minute shifts, something like that, and it would be groups of like...
30, I would say, because we would have 15. You would have 15, I would have 15.
So there could be any... I think there were weeks where there were like 80, 90 kids.
Yeah,
and we had like each of us had like 20 to 30 kids.
Yeah.
So we were exposing anywhere from 50 to 100 kids a week for 7-8 weeks. They were usually different kids week to week. You'd have some overlap kids that do the camp for the whole summer or a few weeks. But we probably exposed well over 500 kids to the game, and playing it on the beach and getting them involved, I think was really rewarding for us just in general. But something that we're looking to work with them in the future, because if you look up them, Scoot and Surf camps, and what they offer, they're kind of a beast on Long Island, and it would be an amazing partnership to run something on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, if you know anything involving the beach or surfing and you don't know Scoot and Surf, then I don't know where you are. Like they're doing it. They're phenomenal. I mean, I see they're all over Long Beach. I've been living there for 4 years now. Their posters are everywhere. every supermarket, every diner, someone's wearing like a Scoot and Surf camp shirt or a staff shirt or something that they bought from them or some fair they had, and
they run camps, they run
insane.
schools, they have a restaurant in Puerto Rico, they have a surf school in Puerto Rico, they do swim classes, they run pools, they do lifeguarding, they really do a lot of stuff, stand-up paddleboarding, yoga, all that kind of stuff. So they're all over the place. They're happy to work with them. Hopefully we can do more in the future with their nonprofit, getting a wiffle ball tournament on the beach. That's kind of our grandiose idea for it all.
I think we can.
And that's where we're looking.
We can bring in Crosby and Milstead. Didn't they run a beach tournament once? Or
they used to play at Sea Isle or something. I think it was on. I'm pretty sure it was on the beach in Jersey, in South Jersey or something.
So. Moral of the story is, we're definitely going to do that camp again this year, but anybody who's affiliated with Golden State that wants to come down and volunteer to help us out or hang out, on the beach with us.
There's employment, internship
opportunities.
We
could use some more bodies. It was tough. We had a lot of fun, but it was tough managing that many kids with one by yourself on the beach. So guys want to come down and essentially get free access to the beach and play some whiffs. We're looking for some volunteers. Peter, you interested?
Rain check on that one.
It's tough. You work a Monday to Friday job. It is tough. But
right. I think it's a perfect for one of these young guys who, maybe isn't doing much in the summer, come down. I mean, obviously, we were getting compensated for it. So, we're looking for guys willing to do that. And expanding the brand is allowing opportunities for guys who play to also, involve themselves in the game, on a bigger level. So, I think
some of those kids were good.
They're the future.
They obviously have played before. They already have like rules in play, or like clearly they play in their own backyard, like we used to.
It was interesting. The girls are much more put together than the boys.
Oh, no doubt they are. No doubt. They're always like they have
we'll
better mechanics. They just hit the ball.
Better softball players.
They were
going to LSU.
Normal. They were normal humans instead of just a bunch of babies.
It was. It was a good time, and again, the weather is great. You're on the beach playing with. It doesn't get that.
Yep. And so with that, I don't know. Do you have any other?
What's next on the agenda? Someone else reached out to us to maybe run a fundraising event too.
Oh yeah, the Massapequa Little League, Massapequa Travel League, I think, Massapequa Chiefs, something like that. Yeah. Looking to run a 100-team wiffle ball tournament to raise money for their Cooperstown trip. So they basically saw us and saw we were from here and reached out, thinking that we're going to be able to help facilitate this event for them, build the fields, make it look the way it needs to be, and they could raise the money that they need.
I played on that team.
And this is something we've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
There's a lot of positives for us to have 500 kids that are playing baseball right now to eventually come play here or just get exposed to whiffs. Is what we're looking for.
Did you ever play on a Cooperstown team?
Yeah, I think we went there. Yeah, I was 16, 17 with the Chiefs. I think so. I went all over the place.
Oh, you went as an older kid in the older.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I went on those like 12-year-old teams, like those Williams
U10, U12, U11,
that Field of Dreams,
Maryland.
But it was like a huge whiff complex. There were all these mini baseball fields all over the place. All these little like 200-foot fences. It was like
Barnstormers, Lancaster. That's where we played in
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
I never played that game.
All right, 11-11, make a wish.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I hope to hit the wiffle ball over the fence more than 10 times this year.
What about our last partners before we sign off? Just gonna. I mean, who's that guy in Massachusetts making that shirt?
Oh, this guy, Brian DiNapoli of Font Guy Apparel.
The Font Guy.
The Font Guy.
The Font Guy. We thank him.
We thank him for the shirt. We thank him for other stuff. We thank him for our new logo.
Other stuff.
Thank him for other
stuff. I don't have it on me, so. Wait. I do have something. Wait. There we go.
Really impressive input.
I just have it right here. There's other stuff.
Nice.
Other stuff, right?
Shirts, hats, I don't know, bloomers if you need.
Yeah, he's making all.
Sure, he can do it. I heard he just got an embroidery machine.
If you're a nurse at a hospital, you make scrubs for you. I mean, he's doing everything for you.
He'll be making all of our accessories from now on.
There's G.
No.
G.
Why
are you talking about
me? We're not taking calls.
Why aren't you talking about
and
me?
The final partner of today and of the Wiffle world are the various Twitter burner accounts.
Yeah.
Thank you to them. You've ruined the Twitterverse.
Yes.
You've ruined the game of wiffle ball.
I wouldn't say ruined.
But it is so much fun to listen to watch, to retweet just because. Yeah. Thank you for your service.
I agree.
Grow up if you're offended. Just enough.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a tough thing to say, Peter. What do you think about what Rob's saying right now about this?
Get
Are you on the Twitter?
I am not on the Twitter.
Are you on the Twitter?
So
I'm
I
gonna
need
tell you right
to
now.
make a Twitter.
I don't know
now.
how people are on Twitter so much. It's a full-time job.
There may be another. There may be
I
more
literally
burner
feel
accounts
like-
coming. So
Wow,
we'll
wow,
see.
wow.
I feel like I comment once or I retweet something. I feel like, oh, wow, that was. Like,
All right,
I'm
so
tired.
find this podcast today on Facebook and Instagram. It'll be posted. It'll be there. We'll be able to post it to YouTube as well. GSWL New York is where we've been posting the Let's Go Sunday podcast. So you can check out our former podcasts. I also have a lot of raw footage from this past season, and other seasons will be up soon.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to dabble in there, and then also National Wiffle, Tom Gannon and company are going to post the audio of this and our other podcast to their podcast account on Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere else that they work. So thank you for everyone today listening and partnering up. And anything else?
Yeah, well, it's
Thanks,
all about
fellas.
spreading the game of wiffle ball all over the country. And we're doing a good job of it, starting on Long Island. We're going to get it to New York, get it to New England, get it up and down the East Coast again, get it all over the country.
Let's go
Wow.
Sunday.
Let's go
Power Rangers.
Sunday. Let's go.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you soon.
February 29th, winter event. Get ready.
Let's go Sunday.
Get ready. Let's go. Come on.
This never even recorded. Good job, Peter.
Oh my
No, that
God. Come on.
No, the Instagram was on.